He stopped scoring. I can tell you that.
Fair enough.
All right. So then the next one we got is Aaron Rodgers took a pay cut.
Yep.
So let's pull up Aaron Rodgers and then what he got going on. Apparently they love him in New York. We hear from Sauce Gardner. We heard from Quinn Williams. We heard from Garrett Wilson. We heard from who's the head coach? What's his name?
The Jets head coach, right?
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh Lord, it's on the tip of my tongue. Saleh.
Yeah, we heard from Saleh. They all say he's a great guy. They're saying that everything that we've come to know about him in the media, but when he was on the Packers, no. They're saying he's a great locker room guy, veteran, Hall of Fame quarterback. He's teaching them a lot. They're learning a lot. They're super excited every single day. And I think for a young team like that, and that's just coming from the defensive side of the ball. And then we got, of course, Garrett Wilson's going to hype up his man because he's the number one target. So when the ball's getting slung around there and everything's happening the way how it's going to be happening this year for them, in theory, theoretically, things should be like on the up and up for the Jets. But let's look into his contract. So he actually has a 3-year contract that's worth $112 million.
Okay.
But when he becomes a free agent in 2026, but the way how he restructured it is to where it's this year and next year, well, not this year, it's 2024 and 2025, he'll get the $75 million and it's fully guaranteed.
Right.
So once he did that, he took off the 2027 year, the 2028 year, and the 2026 year. So those 3 years were like dead years. So that got restructured off, and then when he redid it, they put all the money just up front. It was like, yo, we just pay you all the money now, and then we won't pay you nothing the last 2 years of your contract. So technically, he gets all the money now.
He probably gonna retire, man, before that even happens. He probably gonna play out the big contract is, and then just like leave after that though.
Yeah, because it says, so if you go to the contract notes, it's like, yes, at 2023 or 2024 salary is the fully guaranteed. So he's getting paid that right now. No tag, full no trade clause. Again, we just seen that in Justin, so he gets that as well. And 2026 to 2028 years are automatically voided. So yeah, he's getting all his money right now.
Yeah, I mean that's actually smart by the Jets because they know how young their roster is. They 3 years down the road, Sauce and Garrett and
So they just paid Quinnen. They just paid him about 4 years, 96. So
they're gonna have to pay what's the defensive end? I can't call his name right now. But I know
you're talking about
but they got a young up and coming team, so it's smart to just cash out on the salary cap right now with Aaron, and then that way you open yourself up to have the money to pay those guys because you're gonna want to keep that core around as long as you can.
Yeah.
Honestly, so that it's a smart move by them to not drag it out. Because honestly, if Garrett and Sauce, they just those two, if they keep playing at the level that they're playing at, plus they're gonna have a couple of old linemen coming up around that time too.
Because like the way how like the wide receivers are getting paid, I can see 5 years 75 immediately for Garrett, and then 5 years 75 for Sauce as well, and then of course like those numbers are like fluctuate.
It'll be more than that, honestly.
I think that would be the bare minimum. The bare minimum will be 5 years 75.
We talking about 3 years from now, right?
Yeah.
So 3 years from now,
because
wide receiver probably be the top wide receivers in the game be around 32, 33 a year. Yeah. Like by the time they get to that time.
Yeah, you're right. The reason I say that because AJ Brown, he's averaging 16? No, he's averaging because the top ones get paid like 20. It's like 20 something. Yeah, it's like
No,
20 something.
boy. Tyreek getting 29. That I know right now.
Corners, my bad. Okay, wide receivers, they're getting paid upper 20s. Corners are like low 20s, right?
So Tyreek Hill making 30 million, Devontae at 28, Cooper Cup at 26.7, which is 27. And that's gonna be in 2023. AJ Brown is at 25. Stephon Diggs is at 24. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna be like
And
34 by
in
that by
three
that
years
time.
they'll be about 30. Closer. They be close to 40. All
And
right.
then so right now the highest paid corner is Jair Alexander getting 21 this year.
All right.
Denzel Ward getting 20.1, Jalen getting 20, Marshawn Lattimore getting 19.4, and then Marlon Humphrey getting 19.5.
All right, so yeah, well, the point still stands. It'll still be at least 5 years, 75, at least bare minimum. If they want to resign everybody who they want to resign, that'd be like the minimum, the bare minimum, 5 years, 75, and that's 15 million a year if I'm doing the math correctly in my head. Because y'all, I'm not the numbers guy. He's the numbers guy.
Yeah.
So that's how that's going in my head right now. So they say 40 million. They say 40. Um. Oh, and guess who's visiting? Dalvin Cook.
Oh, he visited the Jets?
Yeah, so he
I
visited
don't know if
just
he got
today.
a they got a pretty crowded backfield right now.
But Brees Hall, they said Brees Hall might not come back until like. Okay, so this is the situation. If Brees Hall, if they rush him back, he'll be back like week 4. But if they sign Dalvin Cook, he probably won't be back until like week 8.
That's
So
smart.
that's what they said. So then they'll be like, Dalvin Cook's contract will probably be like either 1 year 13 million or like 2 years 26 or like 27, something like that.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a 1 year deal if they expected him to come back, because Brees Hall is probably one of the people they're gonna have to pay too.
Right.
So
So
they're probably definitely expecting that anyway. But okay.
so yeah, so with the situation that's going on in New York, financially, talent wise is looking amazing. Financially is looking even better. Uh
Well, I think the main thing about the Jets that everybody gotta chill out on is that a lot of their players are still really, really young players, and they haven't been doing it for a long time, nor have they done it on the big stage. So let's not like let's not assume because Sauce had this one great season that every season he had from now going forward is going to be super, because you got the sophomore slump where teams get some film on you and they get to study you a little bit, and now they know you're they know you like to be on that island by yourself. So
yeah.
now a lot of teams will try to take advantage of it.
I mean I
Same
mean
thing with Garrett. Garrett gonna have to learn how to beat double teams now all year long.
and then with them being in New York, the spotlight. That New York media. Ooh, man.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I guess we're going. So that's the button on that, right?
Yep.
All right, man.